Hello, guys. Hello. Welcome to the stream. I might not talk too much on this stream, and you might hear some talking on the background because I have a video running around. Watching what do you call this? A crime interrogation, as always. So yeah, we're just gonna chill, do some sketches. Just for today. Let me just get my references. Wanna alert the stream on cooking dinner? No problems. I'm just gonna chill anyways. Not gonna talk too much because I kinda wanna focus right now. Or just don't wanna wear myself down, basically. Commission work, yeah. This one in particular. One commission for a character sheet. And the other one is just a personal work. I might just sketch out the effects and basically just complete this sketch. I may or may not color this, who knows? And for now, I'm just sketching. Man, it's kinda sounding like a sounding like a murder. Murder mystery on the background. Isn't that a video game character? Oh, this is only a reference though. I'm not gonna draw the exact character. This was a old ass game. I'm surprised this game is not being continued or whatever. It was a cool fucking game to me. I guess a similar game to this is probably Infamous. But man, Prototype was just fucking cool. It's one of those early PC games I was able to play. This pose is probably not the best. We really a rough game right now, but that's fine. Never got to play Prototype before, probably because I played DMC and Minecraft at the time. It's like a really old game though. Let me search. Probably 2000. When was the earliest one? It's 13 years old now. It's like what? It's kind of similar to Infamous, not gonna lie. But of course, I was a Goobly Goblin gamer. Anything that remotely looked cool, I'm already impressed. Not that really hard to impress as a kid. 2009? Can't believe 2009. Yeah, not considered old. I was. It's like already years now. It's already a decade. And I guess the difference or the life back out was there's like a big difference, I guess. And even I'm surprised that these games are like came out like on 2009 and all that stuff. Oh yeah, on your Instagram post of Eileen, I saw a comment that had the nerve of criticize the way you draw your female characters. Yeah, I think he deleted the comment. That was hilarious. I really don't take those type of comments seriously, but my god, it's just so funny. It's oh man, it kind of sucks I wasn't able to screenshot it. I think from what I can remember, the dude was basically complimenting my effects and all that, but then added in like, yo, you gotta improve your proportions when it comes to female characters. They're not sexy enough. And I'm like, bro, how the fuck do I make the titties come out when she's literally covered in armor? It's just so funny. Like, boo, why is your female character not sexy enough? I'm like, yeah, tell tell a girl that she doesn't draw the women sexy enough. Yeah, good idea, man. Great idea. Oh, hold up. Let me play another JCS criminal interrogation vids. Because they're just so great to have in the background. You're not watching it completely, but just having it on the background. I guess he just wanted her to unzip her jumpsuit or something. Not enough tits and ass. What kind of character is this? Obviously, she's a man. She's not a woman with those proportions. I think he deleted it though. He couldn't see it anymore. It was so hilarious. I think it's one of those comments where I'm just like, are you sure with that comment? Like, are you sure you want to post that comic before you try to say it out loud twice? Like, at least process it. Process what you are about to post at public. Maybe you deleted it after realizing that she had a large chest in the middle of the pic. Nah, I responded. Maybe that's why. I'm just like, whoa there, guy. Like, are you sure about that comment? Like, yeah. Let's ask a woman how a woman should look like. Because that's always a great idea. But I did get triggered when someone thought that she was the Winter Soldier. Like, bro, she looks like nothing like Winter Soldier. I think one guy always says that. Every time like I post like a commission work from you, I think there's like one guy always says that shit. And I'm just like, wow, they see one metal part. It's not even a metal part, it's just fucking armor. And they're like, Winter Soldier. Winter is from Marvel. Come on. And at this point, I'm like, okay. And at this point, I kind of built some sort of like intolerance to it. I'm like, okay, keep rambling, I guess, to keep the engagement. And all the characters, why would Winter Soldier? It's just a guy with a robot arm. Yeah, I'm more surprised they haven't mentioned like a video game character because that archetype and design language is much more common there. Like, you know, sci-fi games and all that. But nope, Winter Soldier. Maybe it's the bird symbol, the soldier, but the symbol of the Winter Soldier is a red star. It's because they're basing out of like the colors similarity. Like your characters and the character they're mentioning basically has zero similarities in terms of details and design. But if they see one color that it's not even the same color, it's just remotely like in the same shade or whatever, or kind of close to it, they're gonna point it out. At this point, these are like the people that just sucks when it comes to find the difference games. Like, bro, you kind of suck at it. Okay, let me actually put some designs, even if it's a rough sketch. At this point, I'm not that triggered anymore. I just want the. I just don't want any sort of like. Uh. Crazy fanboys on my feed. I mean, that's probably inevitable, but hopefully I don't get to come across them. Or I suck at I Spy. Nah, maybe they're the ones who suck at that game. Like, bro, play more Find the Difference game. I get it if it's like it's just reminding of them of something. But saying it's just straight out of a certain franchise or whatever, that's where it's kind of like, whoa there. Are you sure about that? And at this point, people just do not know how tropes work. Or what do you call this? Prompts and design language, basically. Like, why do you think sci-fi films almost look similar from each other? Because of their design language and their style. There's this one character I wanted to send you for a commission, but I figured his design might be boring and people would think it would look like a from Jedi from Star Wars. Honestly, at this point, I just stopped caring what people think. And let's be honest, people are not gonna stop voicing their opinions because they think they're just the hottest fucking shit ever. People are probably gonna counter like, oh my god, you can't take any form of criticism, yada yada yada. Bro, that is like, those type of comments are like far from being a criticism. And bro, this is like Instagram. This is not art school. Like, this is the fucking internet. I post whatever. Honestly, even my characters don't really have a, I guess, exciting design anyways. Like they're very much generic. They're like in a short or a shirt, and then basically that's it. I give them a ponytail and call it a day. I think I also just wish people would just shut up about like pointing out the anatomy. I'm like, bro, my thing is literally breaking anatomy. If you're seeking anatomically accurate parts here, you're really in the wrong place. Like, I bend certain parts, I bend them, I exaggerate them, I literally distort them. Far from reality. And I'm pretty much aware of that. At this point, you just gotta have like some sort of intolerance for it, and accept the fact that people are not gonna shut up about it. Maybe the people who follow you would know, but people who don't, yeah, they're gonna be just rambling the same shit over and over. One last headshot, I guess. If you guys are like curious of what the heck I'm watching right now, it's just JCS videos, criminal psychology and all that. And this one, I think this one was like a huge video. It's just a dude pretending to be crazy. I heard season 2 of Primal might be the last season. Oh yeah, it already ended. I was surprised it's gonna end on episode 10. thought it was gonna be 12 or 24 or something. But honestly, I'm more than happy to watch like shorter shows and whatnot instead of long ones, long running ones, because I'm just gonna get bored of it. I'm gonna change my opinion on it time to time, and I'll just have a turbulent view of it. So I much prefer it to be short. I mean, sometimes yeah, it kind of leaves you hanging like, oh man, I wish there was more. But for the most part, if it ends on like a really satisfying note, there's really no point to like continue it. Unless you were able to nail down to like making it possible to expand from there, then I guess I would hear it out. Oh, by the way, I also bought like an art book. Thank God. It's like this is like my first ever art book that I'll probably own. And the reason why I don't really buy this sort of stuff is because one, they're so expensive. And they're kind of hard to buy, for me at least. Especially with my location. They're really hard to buy. But 2 seasons might be too short. Yeah, not gonna lie. Unless they make a spin-off, I guess I'm okay with that. I'm down for that. Anything that uh basically that reminds me of like Primal, or I guess the essence of it, I'm super down for that. As long as they make it good. But I guess for now, after watching that, I might watch what do you call this? Cyberpunk next. After Primal. Because I heard people say it was good. So let's we'll try it out. Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember Gandhi talked about branching out. Maybe that's why he added the episode with the dude smiling. Yeah, in different timelines, that would be rad. Basically a spin-off. Not exactly following the main characters anymore, but now we're gonna have like new characters and all that. As long as it is good, I'm totally down for it. Oh yeah, there's also another. I think it was a. Was it a new season? Basically Castlevania. Continuation of like. I think it's a spin-off. Who knows? But I think it's a new season or something of Castlevania. I heard that Castlevania will continue, but I don't think they can cause Dracula themed in the end. I hope they don't just retreat the plot of his wife getting axed again for like the fourth time. I agree. Like they already ended Dracula's arc. I think it's a different vampire though, because I think they're kind of teasing that. But hey, who knows? I'm not really also well versed about Castlevania games, though. I think I remember playing one game a bit and being like frustrated on it. I think I find it boring. Maybe that's why. I mean, it is a platformer. Not gonna expect much. Going along. I think I might go back to this sketchy way of doing things. It just feels much more better. I mean, I still think that drawing clean also is nice. And at this point, I'm just like, you know what? Having the ability to do both is much more better, I guess. And Dracula in all Castlevania games is always a main villain, so I guess they will find a way to making him a villain. Probably. I just want I still have no way. We still have no clue because all they release is just a fucking teaser. Here's the thing about clothing folds. Do you do them a lot, or you tend to be more minimal when it comes to the clothing folds? Because I'm quite in like a sort of dilemma whether or not I should be overdoing it or should I be more minimal to it. You know, not too much dislines and stuff. But I guess it depends on preference. Okay, hold up. Let me take a bathroom break and save this for a bit. been minimal with clothing. Still, don't understand how they work. I think the way to understand it is to you probably might need to be have some sort of mastery when it comes to surfaces. If you know how surfaces work, then you're obviously gonna make it. It's gonna it's gonna make things much more easier when it comes to clothing foam. want to make this more thinner. Yo, it's already finished. Hopefully this one isn't. A JCS wannabe. Oh, it's legit. Let's go. Tutorial? Nah. I don't even do tutorials. I mean, there's 1 and 2. An animation tutorial or class, and the other one is about poses and all that. But as a casual vid, nah, I don't really do. If you just want tutorial, you could just check those out. I think my mouse is broken and randomly doing double clicks. I'm in the same boat as you, dude. Like, how? Why? Why does it do that? It's not like I'm doing anything. What do you call this? I think my shit crashed. I don't even do anything that intense with my mouse, but here we are. Thought my brush was broken there. animations are kind of fucked up. Time for the flippy flippy. And notice how everything looks wrong. Oh no, I didn't know why one of your texts is tone. Really? Must have didn't change it. There we go. Button mashing? Nah, I don't do that. But it is old, so this is one heck of an old mouse. What the hell? I don't really like anime art styles much, but your line work looks really cool. I don't even think my style is. I mean, yeah, it's kind of is. Not too much, I guess. Also, that's a very, very hard. Anime styles don't really have exactly the same style or aesthetic. I mean, yeah, they can come to like a certain ground where they look similar. But for the most part, they're mostly different from each other. So you. An anime style is just usually pseudo semi-realistic. I hate that on you. Shocked that my brother's mouse is still alive after all that button mashing while playing League. Must be the gamer. Must be a gamer mouse. Maybe that's why they brand everything like with gamer. And make it 10 times more expensive. Hold up. Oh. Why the fuck is my throat so itchy? This one's too big. That's something I hate when art professors try to explain why anime art styles is terrible. The most outlandish thing I heard was that the anime art style will clog up and give your drawing skills a dead end. Like what? What does that mean? There's more to anime style art than the large googly eyes. How is it any different when one artist decides to use cubism as their art style? Does it lead to the artist to a dead end because they only do cubism? Yeah, that you basically you basically boiled it down on how kind of stupid it is. So that's why this is why I also try to refer as art styles like, oh, this art style reminds me of this person. We tend to associate the art style with the person. The person who uses them. Or to a certain, like, for example, I guess let's try cartoons as an example. So it's okay to draw a bunch of cartoons, caricatures, and whatever, instead of drawing anime. Despite cartoons these days are, I mean, they're still diverse, but at the same time, they do pick up like a certain trend. Like you know that phenomenon where the Cal art style, it's somewhat formulaic, right? It's somewhat formulaic. Are they the same? Definitely not. It's just a trend. Nothing more, nothing less. And just because an artist chose a certain style doesn't mean that's the only fucking shit that they can draw. It's the only like it's the only style that they choose to show it to the world. Or they're comfortable showing to other people. Or people tend to notice more. Because again, most of this stuff is driven by trends. Trends are what basically stirs up the water now. Or the tide, I guess. I guess the lesson here is just do not gatekeep the artist. At the end of the day, we do whatever the fuck we want. Well, for the most part. They all probably think of that all anime is so stupid ass shows. Yeah, they see one trend and basically they determine it as that. It's kind of like when people consider animation as a genre instead of a medium. I'm like, bro, no, it's not a genre. Because genres are like action, drama, or a musical, or fucking whatever. Animation is a medium, not a genre. Because in animation, you can depict drama, action, romance, or whatever. It's a medium. It's just another way to depict a story. But no, people still treat it like a fucking genre. And don't get me started on like when people, what do you call this? Consider CGI as live action. Oh wow, Lion King live action. Nah, bruh. It's literally animated. Maybe they were praising their old Western cartoons that went with realism. Like Spider-Man X-Men. How is that any different from anime though? At this point, it's just one of those things that you are just more better off not to argue about it, because you're not gonna win. Yes, there's like a common ground where it kind of falls similar, that you can compare them similarly, but for the most part, they're also kind of incredibly diverse. You're not gonna win. Oh no, he's a gamer. Wait, there are people that think Lion King is live action. Yes, they think that shit is live action, and they think that having realistic graphics is live action. It's quite a boomer mentality, I think. Or just people who just are not really just well versed about this stuff. At this point, they're just as gullible as those people that believes that the earth is flat. You'd be surprised of how many people believes that. One professor I saw literally used Steven Universe as an example. That's like one of the most terrible, somewhat terrible example to make use out of. Because one, Steven Universe was just a production mess for me. An absolute production nightmare. Also, keeps getting cancelled. Cannot tell if it's gonna continue or not. They're so back and forth with it. At this point, I would have literally quit and not be associated with the show, because it's just so back and forth. It's just a recipe for a disaster. If you know that the company is like so back and forth with it. And you're like somewhat hiring the wrong people to do it. Good thing it was during the period in which I can switch to a different art class. Nice. What Lion King though? The only Lion King I saw was the 90s. The recent one is what we're mentioning. Honestly, you're actually good if you don't watch it. Because they basically butchered everything. Surprise, I guess. They butchered the soundtrack, which I think pissed off Elton John. And honestly, quite a valid reaction. Like, imagine your work being butchered by someone. There is no Lion King 2019. Let's just forget that it does not exist. But it's quite nice to pick up on and bully it. I think I might switch these two. Because how they are placed are kind of messy right now. I think this is better. Ooh, what the fuck is that? I actually don't even like the typical anime or a certain anime style. I think it was probably back in the days though. And probably on Kyoto Animation from Kyoto Animation. You know where I think it was also a meme. Basically the girl has huge fucking eyes. They're so fucking far apart. The nose is literally a point. Like that. And I think the chin was also pointy as fuck. And here's the thing, I love Kyoto Animation, but my god, I am not gonna watch that anime. It's basically depending on what anime we're talking about. Because there's definitely some anime out there that has the most vile art style ever that you even would refuse to look at it. And I think I much prefer the anime ones that has style that looks really really unique. The ones that also looks somewhat realistic are also really cool, so it really just depends on what anime we're mentioning. Because if we're mentioning the generic one where the big ass fucking eyes, uh, and it's basically an anime disaster with especially with the huge ass fucking TDs. And yeah, that argument kind of a certain dislike to that style is like pretty understandable. Oh, I think I know that meme. God, that art style is just atrocious for me. I'm so sorry. I just do not like it at all. And I don't know how it appeals to people. Maybe if the story's good, you can, you can ignore it. You can get past from like, those walls. But if it just looks way too much for me, I just cannot look at it. Is this the thing I just sent in Discord? I'm not sure. It's from Kyoto Animation, so I'm even so surprised it was from Kyoto Animation. Because Kyoto Animation is just known for its like good shit anime. I think it was from Clannad. It's also an old anime, so maybe that's a running factor to it. Yeah, I think it's from Clannad. Clannad's art style is just way too much for me. I'm sorry, Clannad fans. Oh yeah, it's definitely from Clannad. I also don't, haven't watched that anime, but I heard from people that it was good. But I'm not gonna watch that. Oh, never mind. Give me an idea. What kind? There are age groups, female and male, that I still haven't tried drawing yet. I should figure out how I should design them. Infants and children. I mean, design wise, yeah, you only just need to study some references in order to get the gist of it. And I think it's pretty obvious. The more younger it is, the more smaller it is, the proportions. And the more older it gets, the more bigger or probably more wrinkles are gonna be present. That's only stating the obvious though. There are probably more aspects to it, like the muscles, how muscle grow, whatever, and all that. Muscle is structured and all that shit, anyway. And once again, it depends on your art style. If we're ignoring art styles though, it's much more obvious. And you just need references to like depict them. Or basically just get to know how to draw them, basically. Hold up, I need to keep in track of what I'm watching also. I usually draw infants and children, bobbleheads out of laziness. Oh, why is spell check rewrote huge? Yeah, Twitch got some weird ass censorship. I think I also experienced that type of thing. It's not even a word being used as an insult, but it just ultimately censored it. Oh my god, this guy is describing insults. I'm watching something by the way. Bro, he's just describing an insult and admitting that he is an insult to the cops. What the hell? But when I say how I design them, I mean faces. What kind of eyes? What kind of nose? Again, if we're gonna put it in a nutshell, it's basically more younger, much smaller, more older, more wrinkles. Like, I'm not gonna draw it out for you, but I guess this is an example. Child is much more bubbly, I guess. And their faces are much more smaller, basically. I think you gotta have some sort of knowledge to it when it comes to muscle, or face structure in general. If we're only talking about their faces. And yeah, you just had to practice it. Most common noses on infants, probably just two dots of, and just that simple. It's not, what do you call this? It's not as structured, it's literally just that. Compared to like an old guy's nose. It's just you trying to get to know how to draw a certain part in various different ways. And that's basically it. Is it the criminal that I are unironically use Chads and Stacy's in an interrogation? He's basically describing normies now, and my god, this interrogation is so bizarre. I think this is the first time I'll be watching this interrogation. Accidentally created a nightmare fuel with a baby drawing. I mean, I'm not gonna draw the baby cute. Fuck that shit. Also, I kind of drew like a really somewhat realistic one, I guess. Maybe that's why it's not cute. It's gonna be more different if it's stylized, but since I'm not interested on drawing babies, I'm not gonna try hard on doing it. Oh my god, he's mentioning Reddit. Holy shit. This interrogation is insane. No, let's just add in the shadows and call it done. It's not referring to other layers. Fill those up. Oh, now in caps. A month after rebellion. What? Sorry if I'm getting sidetracked. Like my first time hearing a super bizarre case. I think I should separate this. Come on, it has to be the weird, bizarre interrogation when the criminal said that he wanted to write something against the chats in the stasis because I read it. Actually, at this point, it probably is. It's mentioning Reddit, and I think it's also mentioning 4chan. 4chan. I still get tongue twisted. Is that a term? Tongue tied or whatever. When it comes to F and P's. Let's wrap this one up and go to the other one. Actually, let me change something here. No reasons. Just something changes like the position of this part just to make things look more balanced. Didn't say 4chan in his interrogation, maybe it's a different person. Must be. I guess it's not the only case. There's probably a lot more cases similar to this. Always let me export this and move on to the next one. Let me not draw the eyes just yet. Nah, horse or wolf person. Probably wolf. Not sure if I should draw a fan or whatever. I just drew a tail here mainly because I want to fill up this space. That's it. It's not even design new ones or whatever. I just do it because I want to fill up a space. What? You just ended this shit? Can they mention Discord? Nah. It ended abruptly. They didn't show the conclusion of the case. Got your art from Insta, love it, keep it up, dude. Thanks. Happy to hear it, man. Is the mic picking this up? My god. A cat? Which one? Which one are we talking about? On the video. What I'm watching right now is, I mean, it's another criminal interrogation, but the intro is just a bunch of dudes screaming. People screaming, basically. Cause I didn't hear a cat meow. Nah, it's just a woman crying her fucking heart out. I'm gonna do some effects here. Oh my god, that's so annoying. Why is my throat so itchy? I'm biased, but I did prefer Van with shorter hair. Really? Given her like a longer hair because I'm somewhat noticing there's a lot of my OC kind of has like shorter hair. I just love short hair on girls. Yeah, as I said, I'm biased since I like girls with short hair. I'm on the same seat as you guys. That's why I have like a lot of characters with short hair, especially female ones. But for now, I'm gonna draw like them in longer hair, just so I can practice and draw people more often with long hair. Congrats on your recent work, by the way. And draw a long hair character and then suffer and regret immediately. I think I'll definitely not gonna draw women in really long ass hair. Because I'm just like, why? Why? I mean, I'll probably do it, but for the most part, middle in the process, I'll just be like, why am I doing this? Oh shit. My tablet, low battery. Hold up. Try to plug in my tablet because it's kind of low battery. Bro, I get it. My tablet's on 20%. It keeps spamming me. What? Why are you charging it? My tablet's so bugged. Cause it's low battery. Is it just harder to do long hair or what? I haven't heard you really say what it is. Nah, just tedious work. I don't think it's hard. It's just I don't do it. That's basically it. It's just something about my preference, I guess. Hmm. Not sure how to block this. Tipsy Pain is the best app in your opinion? Don't know. The only reason why I use Clipsy Paint is because it also has animation in it. So it's a 2-in-1. I mean, it's not the best in terms of animation. I think there are much more better apps when it comes to animation. But as a drawing app, it's fine. Not even sure if I should keep this effects. Hold on. Let me see my notes. I have a sketch for this, I think. It's really up to you what you think it's best. Let me redo this again. It's much more different than I have sketched. Because I already planned out like an effects or layout for it. Much more different than I expected. I found Clipsy Paint easier to animate than other alternatives. Yeah, it's because it's so simple. It's literally just add in the frames and then draw. I guess it's somewhat similar to Photoshop's, because Photoshop also has like an animation feature built into it, but it's way too simple and not really that optimized nor organized. But if I have to compare Clipsy Paint versus Photoshop in terms of animation, yeah, it's Clipsy Paint is miles better. But if I have to compare Clipsy Paint to other, oh fuck, hold up, I think my brush there was getting screwed up. Yeah, my tablet is kind of screwed up because it's low battery. But those different those other animation application is much more harder to learn. Adobe Animate is somewhat a learning curve to it. Harmony is just way too much. And what else? TB Paint. Man, TB Paint is just way too messy for me. The interface is way too messy for me. And I guess TB Paint is also kind of falling short in terms of features. Blender, again, just way too hard to learn. And just overwhelming to look at. So yeah. Holy fuck, it's really not gonna let me draw. Unless I connect it to my computer. Give me a minute. Should just connect everything. Because I'm worried it might touch my internet connection right here and disconnect me from the stream. Which is gonna suck. Oh yeah, and Adobe Animate is just terrible to draw with. It just feels so terrible. I agree with all of those fans. This is why I say it's basically best for me. And that's basically the best advice to like find the perfect software for you or application to draw with. You just have to consider. That's all. God damn it, this shit is so... Anyways, I may not be able to finish this. Get my wire here so I can connect it. I can't use it while it's charging. I mean, I probably can't because it's not. But all of my USB ports are full. Oh man. Oh, never mind. I have one. That is tight though. Nice. Time to go back to wired mode. Afternoon, welcome. I'm not liking the effects one bit here, honestly. I mean, honestly, I should be more bothered to do the coloring for the figure instead of this. Also, let me just organize these layers because they look atrocious. Hmm. Wondering if I should make this hand be more visible. I think this is the thing about effects. The dilemma a bit. Hmm. Is this orange? Man, I can't even tell if this orange looks right. Bruh. Whoa there. Sheesh. Am I sure about this color? Definitely not. But I do want to render some fire today. That. Oh. Surprised that it's not saturated looking. Doesn't really work. I'm gonna use another multiply. Really? Oh, whatever. Let's go through some layers. You ever look back and remake your old work? Actually, you should really do that. But for the most part, not yet, I think. Probably done one in the past. But so far, haven't tried it ever again. That's way too intense. Really, it does that instantly. Can't wait for you to remake old charcoal Jesus artists that you did on digital. I'll probably not do that. Now let's go back here. Just to add some contrast, really. Oh, why is... Every device I have is like... Not sure if I'm liking this. I think I overdid it. Maybe that's why. Really? Wasn't able to select every color. not sure whether or not I should do. Oh well. Guess I'll consider this another. Those artworks that I just do not like. Keep getting lost with the layers. That's done. So is this still going to be Fern or Fen? Maybe or maybe not. Because after this, I need to switch the colors. A weird color. It's not here that much. Oh well. Guess I'll deal with this later. Everything's just way too messy here. Morning. Congrats on hitting 100k followers on IG. Will you host another drawness in your style? I'm not sure about that. But thank you. I don't think I'll do anytime soon. But that was fun though. What is this? Oh well. Maybe I'll fix it later. But anyways, it's getting late. Not really. But it's basically time for me to end the stream, so. Here are the sketches. One is a personal illustration, and the other is a commission work. Very different styles of sketches, that's for sure. One is really rough and the other is really really different. 3 hours, it felt like 3 hours, yeah. But unfortunately, I have to finish it up. We're there now. And wrap things up. But thank you guys for joining me today. Voice is cracking. Thanks for joining me today. Yeah, we didn't get to chat all that much because we were like kind of only lurking there. You stream often? I guess so. I've been streaming these days. But maybe because maybe I'm low-key addicted to it. Not gonna lie. But thank you guys so much for coming. And hope to see you guys next time. Not sure when though. That's the unfortunate part. I should really schedule it. Once again, bye bye. Hope you have a great day. Good night, good eve. And see you all next time. Peace.